Hey squad, it's Kelly. Today, let's talk about our thrifting and yard sale list. So I'm coming to you today with day 2 curls, which for me is a big deal because my hair doesn't hold curl very well. So I was actually able to achieve these because I found something that was on my thrift list. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you will have already seen these. I picked up 2 curling wands at $4 a piece. I mentioned on Instagram that I was wanting a wand that would achieve some larger curls that maybe would last for a few days, and I didn't want one that was tapered at the bottom like my old one was. So I found these 2. They've been on my list for a while, and I decided that I would just talk to you about the thought process of what goes through putting things on my list, mainly because I want to help you make your list. Thrifting and yard saling is something that takes a little bit of patience. It's not as easy as putting something in your Amazon cart and then getting it delivered to your house in 2 days. Thrifting and yard saling is really just sort of a way of life, and you sort of learn the patience of it, and you really learn to differentiate your wants and your needs. I'll probably create a whole separate video on that, but basically, just so you know, not everything I buy is secondhand, but a lot of things, most things are. And that is because I have the patience to wait for these items. So I want to just walk through with you a few ideas for things that you can put on your list, and then I will be sharing a video soon talking about my list and the things that I hope to find this year. Now, I say this year, but you know, if you are someone who thrifts or yard sales, sometimes things stay on your list for a long time. So the first question I would ask yourself is, what do I want to wear this year? You know yourself by now, at least a little bit, you know what you like. So I would suggest looking at the trajectory of your year. What are the needs that you have? What are the holes that you have in your closet that you'd like to fill? There may be a certain style that you want to try out. There may be a few pieces that are in your closet that you have just really worn and gotten the most out of them, and you'd like to replace them. So take a good long look at your closet. Also think about the seasons coming up. Is there anything that you would like to wear in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, next Christmas? Second thing, and this is huge, kids' clothing and kids' shoes. Go ahead and think about the clothing that your kids will be in as far as sizes for this year. If you are someone that has extra storage space and you don't mind storing things in your attic or your basement in containers where you have them labeled and it's easy to get to, then I think it's okay to look at sizes that are well above what your child will wear this year. There again, just make sure that you know yourself and your storage and what you're able to handle. I will every now and again find a piece that is really my style that I like, but my kids won't fit in it for a few years, and I'll go ahead and tuck it back. Especially if you're getting it at these awesome deals, you know, $0.25, $1, I will go ahead and put those things back. I'm gonna tuck this one in here too, because as we're talking about kids items and as we are talking about special occasions, think about things like Halloween costumes or dress up outfits. Basically anything that you think of that your children only use for a certain window of time, you know, if they only use it for a year or 2 or 3 years out of their life, you're gonna see these things come up at yard sales over and over again because people are just trying to clear out and make room for what their kids are into now and what their kids are fitting into. So Halloween costumes can be a really great thing to find. Another thing to think about when you are making your list are special events that are going to happen this year. Who in your circle, who in your close family and your close friends is going to have a birthday or a special occasion come up this year? I talked this year at Christmas about giving secondhand gifts, and it's something that I want to try to incorporate more into my life, and I also want to get better at it. I think it's a craft that I would really like to hone in and get better at it. I think if you do it well, it can really go from feeling like you're giving someone something used and it's kind of a cop-out gift and it's not really special, to like you found these one-of-a-kind, really awesome things that you know that the people in your family are going to enjoy. Again, I think this is easier to do with kids because kids' items are just so prevalent at yard sales because kids are cycling through things. But definitely look at your calendar and think about what birthdays, maybe what anniversaries, what you might want to tuck something in an Easter basket or Christmas gifts. Really just think about all of those things. So in that present category, I would also lump books and toys for children. Even if these aren't going to be special occasion gifts, even if you're just going to come home and say, look what I got you at the thrift store or the yard sale today, you really cannot beat the price of some of these toys and books, and oftentimes they're in really good shape. So the next thing that I would say is look around your home and see what sort of decor would you like to bring into your home this year. Are there things that are not working for you as far as things on the wall? I know this wall behind me that has some artwork that my mom made. I would like to move that to a different wall. I would also like to frame it, and I would like to do a wall of frames. I have a certain very specific vision that really is hard to execute with secondhand frames, but I'm kind of working now to adjust my vision and see if I can make that happen. So that's something that you'll definitely see show up on my list whenever I share that. Look at the storage in your house. I've had really good success at finding storage containers, both at thrift stores and at yard sales. So look at your closets, look under your bed, look in your drawers. Are there areas that really need some work, where you'd really like to have some bins or some dividers? These are really great things to look for. Kitchenware and kitchen gadgets. If there's anything in your kitchen that maybe needs a little bit of a refresh, maybe you have a bundt pan, but you want a stone bundt pan. Maybe you have measuring spoons, but you really want copper measuring spoons. Those are two real examples from my life. I had a bundt pan and I wanted a stone one. My dad found it on the giveaway table at the dump, actually. So I was able to get that. So that was really awesome. And then I had 2 sets of measuring spoons, but I really wanted a copper set. I found a brand new set last year, I think it was, at a yard sale. And so now I have those as part of my kitchen. I would also think about activities. These can be seasonal things, outdoor things, hobbies, they can be exercise. Just think about what activities you might want to incorporate into your family's life this year. I'm thinking floats for kids for the pool. I'm thinking water tables. I'm thinking exercise equipment, yoga mats, bicycles. I'm thinking kayaks, anything like this that maybe is something you want to incorporate. All right, you guys, I really could go on and on here. There are very few things that don't make it onto this list for me. Usually if something pops into my head, unless it's something that for sanitation reasons I just don't want to use secondhand, it's usually gonna go on this list. I hope that this helps you this year. It is my hope, and I know it is yours too, that 2021 will be a different year. And that yard sales will be more accessible and more prevalent. Either way, yard sales can be a pretty safe and fun way to shop, and you can sort of keep your distance from people. So obviously, use your judgment, but I think that yard sales can be a great way to get outside, maybe spend time with a friend and have some quality time. And yeah, clearly I love it. So I hope that this video helps you in making your list. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments, and also let me know what you plan on putting on your list this year. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be talking to you soon.